Powering the world, the electricity sector is the backbone of modern society. It provides the energy we rely on for our homes, businesses, and industries. From the generation of electricity in power plants to its transmission and distribution to end users, the sector is a complex web of interconnected systems and stakeholders. One major challenge is the need for long-term planning and investment. Power plants and transmission lines require significant upfront capital and have lifespans of several decades. Governments around the world are implementing policies to promote renewable energy, reduce carbon emissions, and ensure grid reliability. Effective contract administration is essential to navigate these challenges, mitigate risks, and ensure the sector's continued growth and sustainability. The architect of agreements. Contract administrators play a critical role in the electricity sector, ensuring agreements are properly drafted, executed, and managed. They act as intermediaries between stakeholders, including legal teams, engineers, project managers, vendors, and regulatory bodies. Their responsibilities extend beyond drafting and signing contracts. They safeguard their organization's interests and minimize risks. They develop clear contracts reflecting agreed terms and conditions. This involves understanding project scope, timelines, and standards. They translate complex requirements into legally sound language. They ensure contracts are fair and beneficial to all parties. Once a contract is signed, their job continues. Types of contracts fuel the grid's operations. The electricity sector relies on a wide range of contracts to facilitate its various operations. These contracts cover everything from the procurement of fuel and equipment to the sale and purchase of electricity itself. One common type is the procurement contract. These contracts govern the purchase of goods and services needed for the construction, operation, and maintenance of power plants and transmission lines. Another important type is the maintenance contract. Finally, power purchase agreements, or PPAs, are fundamental to the electricity sector. The contract lifecycle covers all stages from drafting to closure. Each stage requires attention to detail and best practices. Drafting outlines the agreement's essential elements. Negotiation refines terms for mutual agreement. Execution makes the contract legally binding. Monitoring ensures performance and compliance. Closure occurs when obligations are fulfilled. Section 5. Digital tools. Streamlining contract management in the electricity sector. The electricity sector, like many industries, is increasingly leveraging digital tools and software to streamline contract management processes. These tools offer numerous benefits, including improved efficiency, reduced risk, and enhanced collaboration. Contract management software provides a centralized repository for storing, organizing, and tracking all contracts. These platforms often include features for automating tasks such as contract renewals, payment reminders, and deadline alerts, freeing up contract administrators to focus on more strategic activities. By embracing digital transformation, electricity companies can enhance their contract management practices, improve efficiency, and mitigate risks in an increasingly complex business environment. Section 6. Navigating the legal landscape laws and regulations. The electricity sector operates within a complex legal and regulatory framework that governs various aspects of the industry, including generation, transmission, distribution, and retail sales. Contract administrators must be well-versed in these laws and regulations to ensure that contracts comply with all applicable requirements. One of the most significant pieces of legislation is the Federal Power Act in the United States. The Federal Power Act grants the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission authority over interstate transmission of electricity, wholesale electricity sales, and hydroelectric projects. In addition to federal laws, each state has its own set of regulations governing the electricity sector. Failure to comply with these regulations can result in significant penalties, legal disputes, and reputational damage. Section 7. Compliance. Ensuring contractual integrity. Compliance is paramount in the electricity sector, where contracts often involve significant financial investments, long-term commitments, and the potential for environmental impact. Ensuring that all parties adhere to contractual obligations and regulatory requirements is essential for maintaining the integrity of the industry and avoiding costly disputes. Contract administrators play a crucial role in monitoring compliance throughout the contract lifecycle. They must establish clear performance metrics, track deliverables, and conduct regular audits to ensure that all parties are meeting their contractual obligations. This may involve reviewing invoices, inspecting work performed, and verifying compliance with environmental permits and safety regulations. Effective communication, documentation, and a proactive approach to compliance are essential for mitigating risks and ensuring the successful execution of contracts in the electricity sector. Section 8. Building relationships, vendor and stakeholder management. Effective vendor and stakeholder management is crucial in the electricity sector, where projects often involve multiple parties, complex supply chains, and long-term partnerships. Building strong relationships based on trust, communication, and mutual understanding is essential for successful contract administration. Contract administrators act as liaisons between their organization and external vendors and stakeholders. They are responsible for selecting qualified vendors, negotiating favorable contract terms, and managing relationships throughout the contract lifecycle. Regular communication is key to building strong relationships. Contract administrators should schedule regular meetings with vendors and stakeholders to discuss progress, address issues, and foster open dialogue. By fostering a collaborative and transparent environment, contract administrators can build trust, reduce the potential for conflict, and ensure the successful execution of contracts. Section 9. Finding common ground. Negotiation and dispute resolution. Negotiation and dispute resolution are integral aspects of contract administration in the electricity sector. While contracts aim to establish clear expectations and minimize disagreements, disputes can still arise due to unforeseen circumstances, changing market conditions, or differing interpretations of contract language. Effective negotiation skills are essential for contract administrators to secure favorable contract terms, resolve disputes amicably, and maintain positive relationships with vendors and stakeholders. This involves active listening, understanding the other party's perspective, identifying common ground, and finding mutually beneficial solutions. When disputes arise, contract administrators should first attempt to resolve them through negotiation and amicable settlement. If negotiation fails to reach a resolution, alternative dispute resolution methods such as mediation or arbitration may be necessary. Section 10. Performance matters. Monitoring, reporting, and continuous improvement. Performance monitoring and reporting are essential for ensuring that contracts are delivering the desired outcomes and for identifying areas for improvement. Contract administrators play a crucial role in tracking key performance indicators, analyzing data, and generating reports that provide insights into contract performance. The specific key performance indicators monitored will vary depending on the nature of the contract, but may include metrics such as on-time delivery, cost control, quality of work, safety performance, and compliance with regulations. Regular performance reviews should be conducted with vendors and stakeholders to discuss progress, identify any issues, and develop corrective action plans if needed. By embracing a data-driven approach to contract management, electricity companies can optimize contract performance, reduce costs, and enhance overall efficiency. Section 11. Ethics in action. Upholding integrity in contract administration. Ethical considerations are paramount in contract administration, ensuring fairness, transparency, and accountability throughout the contract lifecycle. Contract administrators are entrusted with significant responsibilities and must act with integrity, honesty, and professionalism in all their dealings. One key ethical principle is confidentiality. Contract administrators often have access to sensitive information such as pricing, intellectual property, and strategic plans. They must treat this information with the utmost confidentiality and refrain from disclosing it to unauthorized parties. Another important principle is fair dealing. By upholding the highest ethical standards, contract administrators contribute to a culture of integrity and trust within the electricity sector and beyond.